All right, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And we're going to go right to two ladies that are sitting in Egypt. So, guys, you got to tell us like time, what time of the day are we talking? And what's the weather like over in Egypt? And they're muted right now. So we're going to unmute you.
They should be able to unmute themselves because they're
Okay,
co-hosts. There you go.
it's 4 p.m. in the afternoon. We're 9 hours ahead of British Columbia. So, yeah, it's been fantastic. We have seen the pyramids today and the Sphinx. We're at the Grand Egyptian Museum right now, just waiting to wrap up our tour for the day. We have seen temples, we have seen tombs, we've been everywhere. We've just visited all of King Tut's memorabilia. It's just been absolutely fascinating.
And we've sailed down the Nile. Yeah, it's just mind-boggling. There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah.
It's
That
an experience that you have to do yourself.
It's kind of like being at PXP. You cannot describe it to other people. They have to be there themselves.
Av Ladies, thank you for sharing that. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Thank you so much. And she says it's kind of like being at PXP or Cookeville, Tennessee, right? I mean, where would you rather be? Sailing down the Nile River or a creek in Cookeville, Tennessee, right? It's a toss up.
Four
It's a
days on
toss
the
up.
Nile was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Thanks,
love
John,
it. I love it.
brother.
I
Sure
see
thing.
Greg.
So we'll see those
Safe
of you
travels.
at Vancouver.
Thank you. See
See
you.
you guys
Love you,
soon. Have so
ladies.
much fun.
Love you, ladies. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Andrea, we're so dang funny. Has anybody ever told you that? Like, I should
I
have been
tell
a
myself
comedian.
that a lot.
I should have been a comedian. So Karen Hill says she voted for the roast, just so everybody knows. Karen out of Canada. She told me this morning. Just wanted to
Just
let you
let me
know.
know
We
when
got
you
to
guys
add her
do
to the
it, and
roast column. The roast
I'll
column.
be absent that day, but you guys
Okay.
rock it. Have a great time.
All right. Well, we're going to roll right into the word of the day, which is proactive. Proactive. And I can only imagine these two ladies in Egypt right now. Could you imagine it's 4 p.m. there? Think about it. You're seeing these temples that how many years ago when there was no AI, there was no big machinery, it was just heart and desire and the willing to put the people together to be able to build a structure that was absolutely amazing. You think about it. They actually started the assembly line way back then, and it was just people stacked over each other, right? Hand it off, right? Hand it off. So, what an amazing history lesson right there. So glad you ladies are getting to take that in. And I'm assuming that proactive, when you think about the word, it's like creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen. I can only imagine weeks and months of preparation and being proactive about this trip to Egypt has occurred with these ladies. They could teach this lesson this morning. They didn't just show up in Egypt and go, well, Alan, we're here. What do you want to do? Alan's like, let's just go eat. And right? Like, no, they got it planned out. They were proactive. Let me ask you a question. Is your finances proactive right now? How about is your spiritual walk proactive right now? What about your business? Is it proactive? Creating or controlling a situation. Let me say this about business real quick. We get in my profession, and Sharon, I see you in the middle of my screen. In my profession, being proactive The only way we get paid in my profession of sales is to do two things: invite and present. And Haley Lee, I talk about this like I probably make her ears bleed, but I say, we do all this other things in business so that we can invite and present, right? If I'm doing social media, if I'm creating this, I'm using Echo Hub or Coach BP, it's all this stuff to help me to do the two things that actually get me paid, and that's invite and present. And I had an old gentleman one time, Coach Bill, said down in Louisiana, he said, "Son, let me tell you something." He's a very much a guy of wisdom. He said, "It's crazy. When you do something that really matters, something happens. When you actually invite and present, you make money in sales. Isn't that crazy? If I'm in real estate, if I actually show a home, I got a better chance of selling that home versus if I never showed a home. It's kind of crazy. So being proactive is not only in business, it's in my finances, it's in my relationships, it's in my spiritual walk. So I got to be really quick, but I'm just going to say, what does it truly mean to be proactive? Well, first of all, it's an anticipation. It's like I've got to anticipate. So a factory owner might hire a new staff or buy new machinery anticipating growth. Now, the world would call them crazy because the growth hadn't happened yet. In 2025, we anticipated something, so we created technology to leverage AI, and boom, out come Coach BP. And people might have said, "Brent, you're crazy. You spent all that money." Well, I'm anticipating something, right? Also, being proactive, it's change oriented. Like, think about that. It means taking control and causing something to happen rather than just sitting there like a lump on a log going, "I'm just going to wait for Haley to bring it to me. I hope she brings my food today. If I don't, I might starve to death." No, I got to do it, right? And the other one, and the last one is self initiated. Let me ask John Frick, Leanne, if the world were to say, what would they say about you? What would they say about any of us on here? Would they say we're self-starters? Or would the world say, if they watched us daily, "Oh no, they're just sitting around waiting for someone else to initiate it." Right? I hope the world would say about Brent Palmer, he's a self-starter. There is no one in my business. John Wadsworth does not show up on my porch because he's my upline. He's my personal sponsor. Him and Darren does not show up on my porch and go, "What are you doing today? Are you working today, Brent? We just want to check in on you to see if you've got your list lined up. Do you need us to present to anybody for you? We're here." No. I hope the world would say, "No, this guy does it on his own. He's a self-starter." All right, Andrea Rosser, I got to turn it to you. I'm 2 minutes past.
Well, great lesson. And that was phenomenal. I don't know. I want to be proactive and start planning my trip to Egypt. It wasn't on the list for me.
Well, you do have a Europe trip planned, so
I
hopefully you're
do.
being proactive there.
I am working on being proactive there. We've got the flight there. We've got the flight home, and we have one hotel room so far. So we're getting there.
Everybody feels sorry for Andrea. She's got a European trip lined up with Chase, her son. Ah, so sorry for you. Just kidding, just kidding.
All righty then. Did you guys enjoy that? Okay. All right. So we're going to switch gears here. So I have two quotes with proactive, and I love them both, so I can't narrow it down. So the first one is by John C. Maxwell, and he said, "I believe that everyone chooses how to approach life." If you're proactive, you focus on preparing. If you're reactive, you end up focusing on repairing. And I thought, ooh, right? How many times have we had to repair because we did an oopsie? I didn't think about that. I didn't prepare for that. I didn't, whatever it may be, right? The second one is proactive people carry their own weather with them, and that's Stephen Covey. And I love that because we can make our own weather if we are proactive. But what I looked into is okay, this all sounds well and good, but how can we be more proactive in our life? So, first of all, I've got to start with taking responsibility. I've got to take time to think about what I really want. What is missing? Because our lives are full of choices, and I need to take the reins and figure out what actions I need to take in order to make what I want happen. So let's just say that it's a business that provides for me. Well, I've got to take the reins today and be proactive and go do the two things that Coach talked about so that I can be provided for by that business. Number two, I've got to grow my self-confidence, my self-belief, and my self-worth. And this is what pushes us past our fears and allows us to act or not act, right? Depending on the situation. So this is what allows us to know that we're able to do the things that we need to do. Because if I don't believe that I can move the needle, if I don't believe that I'm good enough, if I don't believe that I can be the person that creates whatever it may be, well, then I'll never do it, right? So I've got to believe in me in order to move the needle in that space. So I've got to do the work that it takes to grow that confidence. Number three, I've got to realize, oh, and this is a hard one for me, Coach, you know this, I've got to accept that mistakes are inevitable. If I'm doing something, I'm going to go make mistakes. If I'm sitting around like a bump on a log, I probably won't make a lot of mistakes other than the mistake of sitting around like a bump on a log, right? But I've got to realize that when I go take action, I'm going to screw up. I'm going to make choices, and sometimes I'm going to choose wrong. Sometimes I'm going to take some steps and they're going to be in the wrong direction. So I've got to course correct. So we can proactively choose to step back or move in a completely different direction. But I've got to be brave enough to realize that I am going to make mistakes. Number four is to be solution oriented and opportunity oriented. So instead of focusing on the current problem, I'm going to focus on the ways that I can solve that problem. So what I can do in this moment to change, to course correct, whatever that may be. And I've got to look for the opportunities that will allow me to grow, because if I'm looking for them, I will find them. And then I'll end with this. I'm looking through to see which one I want to end with because there's a bunch of them. I'm going to say next is don't sweat about the things that we can't control. This is another one. This is a lesson that I need to learn. So there's always going to be something that I can't actively change, right? I can't change the clock. I can't change things that have happened in the past. I can't change how somebody else is going to react. Those are all things that are outside of my control, no matter how much I would like to change those things. So I can't waste my energy on those spaces because then I'm just going to end up frustrated or sad or upset or just in a space that I feel like I can't be proactive. So instead, I've got to tackle the tasks that I can and then release the things that I have to. So that's what I had today. I thought this was a great word, great lesson, Coach.
It was a great lesson. Yeah, thank you for that. Guys, we love you. We're grateful for you. We hope you have a proactive day and the rest of your week, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Have a great one out there. See you.
Love you guys. See you back tomorrow.
God bless
See
you.
you guys.
Coach.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Yeah.
We love you. Have a beautiful day.
Have a great
Have a great day,
Love you guys.
everyone.
You too. Love you
Bye.
guys. Grateful for